Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Not the Delian Tomb with our wonderful cast tonight. Here on Looking for Mom. This is a Draw Steel actual play. We are in episode 5 of 6, coming up to the end of this short little campaign. It's been an interesting one. Lots of ups and downs, some near-death experiences, and some perhaps murdering along the way. When we last left you, you were in pursuit of the Gilded Hand, who had left the village of Broadhurst. You had a bone to pick with them. You knew they were up to no good, but you couldn't quite figure out what they were up to. But of course, it was nefarious. They were apparently in the employ of the Baron himself. But when you came upon them, they ambushed you. It was a hard-fought battle, but you came out victorious with both Mara and Harold Targon both killed, and Targon killed in a most gruesome fashion, if I remember correctly. And Ilwith relinquished her ring to you, Ardaiwen, the green jeweled ring, and decided to say goodbye. She wanted to put this chapter of her life behind her. Perhaps strike out with a little less baggage in her life and hopefully find a new path forward. However, Bodorf, the Polder Conduit, member of the Gilded Hand, who during the fight with Mara and Targon assisted you in defeating them, and in the immediate aftermath attempted to strike up some sort of alliance with you, teaching you an alternate history of the land that he wishes to pursue and is greatly interested in. And he looked to your goblin friend Gus to lead him to the Queen of the Goblins. For some reason, I'm not quite sure he disclosed. But he thought it was important. And that's where we begin our session tonight. As you stand in the Silver Woods, talking with Bodorf. So, my good friends, do we have an accord then? Shall we?
Corval has a hand on his shoulder right now, right?
Mm-hmm.
After you said we were going to cut his tongue out in my head.
It's neither here nor there.
I think Andrew was giving us a chance to say that didn't happen just now.
It hasn't happened yet.
No, it happened. No, it happened.
It hasn't happened. It hasn't happened yet. Just the communication has happened.
And Bodorf has no clue what you guys are thinking.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But
that's true. That's right. Telepathy. That's right.
So shall we?
Could I attempt to just grab him, like officially grab him mechanically?
Yeah.
Go for it. That is a tier 2, so I think they succeed, but I think he gets a strike against me.
Well, he's not going to strike at you. He's caught off guard, and as you full on grab him, like in a bear hug, kind of behind him. Is that what this looks like?
Kind of like he's small, right? So like, and Corval's very big. So Corval just basically has like one arm like wrapped around his shoulders.
He looks utterly surprised. What? I know we have had our differences in the past, but that is behind us. We can forge a new path forward together as allies.
Can we?
I believe we share the same cause. We wish to find.
You darted your friend back there in the back.
Well, I recognized a nobler group of heroes in you.
Ilbeth said she would refuse to travel with you. She wouldn't stay if you were as well.
Well, he looks to you, Nimbus. Nimbus, you know Ilbeth. She's always had her doubts.
Shut up. shut the fuck up and get out of here. I'm gonna telepathically reach out to Koraval, let him go.
Corval like gives it a second. Let's that demand hit. Lets everything like be silent for a second or two, and then releases him.
And I have my arms at my sides, like crossed like this, and unless someone was looking, they might not see that under her arm here, she is hiding a knife, and she just slips it back into her belt.
What does Bodorf do when he gets let go?
He straightens his cloak out and his tunic, and he looks up at you, Corval, for a moment. Oh, you're stronger than you look. He turns to you, Scorch, and speaks to you in, I forget the name of the Polder tongue.
Corsarian.
Corselian. Listen, I know suspicion runs high amongst you and your friends, and I've not given you much reason to trust or even like me, and I understand that. But I believe we follow the same path, and there's no reason why we cannot share it.
I'll respond in Kalian, the common tongue, and I'll say, hey, listen, pal, we don't, I gotta back my friends on this one. I don't think they want anything to do with you in any language. So, sorry, but it's goodbye for now. And maybe if, if it's meant to be, maybe we'll meet each other again somewhere and we can be friendly. But for right now, I think you'd understand that it's just not going to work out for us.
I see. That is unfortunate news. But would you offer me one small concession?
No, leave.
How about a feast at a local inn? We'll pay for the whole thing.
Oh, terribly sorry about that. I honestly was not expecting to see you again. It wasn't my idea either. It was Mara's.
All right.
Nimbus is actually going to run off.
Where are you running?
Just away from this for a minute. She just like huffs off.
I suggest
What?
you go in the opposite direction that she's going.
Can you roll a D8 for me, please? I just want to know which direction you're going, because he has to go in a certain direction too. I want to make sure you're not going to go in the same direction.
Oh, yeah, that would be awkward. Like when you say goodbye in a parking lot.
Just about to
And then
say
you
that.
both walk.
I'm
the
assuming we're
same-
standing like across from each other. I would just go like the direction Ilwith went, I guess, right?
Okay. Ilwith kind of.
I know
was on the
she's
other
like
far side of the
probably
brambles.
long gone by
Yeah, so
now. I
she's-
can roll for
yeah.
it. I can roll a d8. That's
Okay.
a 4.
Okay. He watches you walk off and says, I really do need to go in the same direction as her.
Then go the long way around.
I'm not familiar with these woods. I'm afraid I might get lost. Would you?
My
please
God.
help me? I just need to get to the horse.
Tough.
To gather my things.
I'm gonna kneel down to him, and I'm just gonna say, you've talked a lot about demons, and I'm gonna switch my language, but I'm like switch how I'm speaking into Proto-Cathal, which is the language of demons.
Oh,
And it's this like guttural, very like blocky, sharp language, and I just say, do you speak their tongue?
So I need to know precisely, is this the language of abyssal or infernal?
Abyssal, because infernal would be devils, and that is Anjali. This is like abyssal type. There's like demon ass demons.
Okay.
Y'all,
He
look,
looks
we
at-
read the lore.
I
made my
character sheet.
He looks at you. He does seem. He just raises an eyebrow when you speak these words.
Do I think that he knows what I'm saying?
I'll say yeah. There's a little smile that crosses his face. And he responds to you in the same language, very broken at that. So he's clearly not fluent in it.
Yeah.
But, this is an ancient, cursed language you speak.
And I stab him through the gut.
Oh man.
Whether he dies in one hit or not, I don't know. But
If Scorch is able to stop you, he'll try to stop you. But I totally understand if it
I
happens
think- no, I
way
think
too
that's-
fast.
no, I think that's fine if you want to. How do you want to stop me?
I think I would grab your arm.
Okay. Yeah, because
I mean,
I just like, I would say that like I go to like manifest the blade, very like lightsaber, just like apparate it so that it's through his stomach, and you just kind of like grab the inside.
yeah, well, yeah, I think this whole conversation, or not a whole, but like I think Scorch is watching you guys like really closely because he's worried. He's worried that you're all going, that someone is going to kind of lose themselves and kind of cross that line. And when you kind of get in this dude's grill and start, talking in that language, which he's, as a scholar, he's obviously interested in the language, but that's just like the small part of his brain. The front part of his brain is staring at you and just kind of waiting, like, oh man, this ain't good. Yeah, his shoulders are getting all tense. I know that look. So yeah, he'd kind of lunge and try to grab your arm. But he's 50 pounds, and 50 pounds. I don't think I'd be able to stop you. So I think it really is up to you, Aiden. How it gives you maybe a fraction of a second to make another decision.
I definitely, Aiden wouldn't overpower you. He might have at least tried a few days ago, but he doesn't right now. He just, without turning his head, he's still looking at Bodorf. I think he just says, what makes his life more valuable than the goblins we slaughtered in the tomb?
I mean, it's just different, Aiden. It's different. He's here. He's at our mercy right now. We can end this civilly, and even though we may be, on opposite sides next time we meet, it just feels different. I mean, the goblins in the tomb were working towards a singular purpose involving, Violet. That's all I know. It is different. Don't you think?
He also
Russ?
knows things that he's not telling us yet. I'm not implying we should torture it out of him by any means, but it would be useful to know why he wants to meet the queen if he thinks this cup is so useless. Just to confirm it's useless, really. And also, Andrew, I didn't want to interrupt, but I did want to know, when that language was being spoken, was there any reaction from the ring?
No.
Good to know. Thought it was worth asking. He also knows things not only about the cup, but about the ring and the book. And he's clearly not saying everything. Yet. I don't think we're going to get it out of him just by telling him to fuck off or murdering him. I'm not exactly keen on being pleasant with you at this point, if I'm being honest. But I think information is something we might need right now, right? Just know if you lie, we're not the worst things that will find you.
I have no reason to lie to you.
Oh. Then why have you been doing it so much?
Well, I don't think I actually have lied. Perhaps I've danced around the truth a little, but I haven't overtly lied.
I mean, someone's
don't
got to do an
know.
insight check on this guy at some point, right?
I don't, just as you don't trust me, I have very little reason, to be quite frank. And I know you can outpower me. I know you could likely slay me right here, right now. But you have given me very little to trust you. You have slain my former companions. And you have threatened me with violence on more than one occasion in this one conversation.
And you threatened us with arrest and incarceration and having our names smeared when we acted in self-defense.
I offered to clear your names.
You also offered to make it worse. Your veiled threats are still seen.
Perhaps we can enter a negotiation. You give me what I desire, companions, perhaps even allies, and finding this queen and getting to the root of the truth. And you get your answers.
Aiden's gonna leave and go find Nimbus. He just stands up as he says this. And I think he looks to Corval first. And I think he just says, I think, probably like very quietly to him, he just says, I think this is a prudent conversation, but it's one that I don't think I can be here for. And he just walks off.
Scorch will yell after you, kind of like, Aiden, I'm sorry.
Corval will put a hand on Scorch's shoulder and just say it's fine.
Yeah. And I'll look at you, Corval, and say, I didn't know what else to do. It just I don't.
You did nothing wrong,
else to do.
Scorch. You've done nothing wrong.
And then I'll look back at Bodorf and say, look, man, pal, you can't have what you want with us. It's just not going to work. We can't. I think it's too far gone. We can't trust you. And no matter what you, go ahead.
Can we start with what he wants? What do you want, Bodorf? Andrew, I would like to remind you that last session I selected Bodorf as my scene partner, as we didn't think we would be seeing Ilbith again. This means that his patience is increased by 1, and any compelling arguments that I personally make would increase their interest by 2 instead of 1.
Okay. I will say that we are formally in negotiation now.
I feel like he should be negotiating with us. Do you want to know our motivation?
I believe in you guys. I believe in you.
I will say, Greg, Scorch gives us a bonus to this too because you guys speak the same language.
Oh.
I believe his patience increases by 1 at the start of the negotiation. Yeah.
Yep. So you guys are starting off pretty well between all your bonuses. So he's more inclined at this point to listen to you and give you what you want. But you're not quite there yet.
So what is the ideal end result of this for you?
For me, I would simply want the truth to come out, as I always claimed. The Baron has hired us, but I don't believe his rule is what's the right word? Legitimate.
And who would you have rule in his stead?
Well, that I don't know. I just don't think it's him. I want to find the truth, just like you.
May I roll an insight skill check to see if this feels like his legitimate motivation?
All right, go ahead.
Or rather, my concern is does he want power out of this? It's kind of what I'm looking
Do you
for.
have a read person or?
Yes, I
Yeah,
do
you
have
can.
that exact skill.
You can roll to see if you can find out his motivations.
Mm-hmm.
What stat would you like me to add to this?
Intuition.
Okay. Is there any chance I have an edge on this?
Not from me.
Okay. $23. 21, sorry. I forgot how math works. 21. It would have been 23 with an edge.
All right. So
That was a nat 20 on the 2d10.
So you want a motivation. One of his motivations with a tier 3 success you will discover is legacy. He wants
To be a story.
He wants to be not in a story, but the key figure in a story, a key figure in history that changed the course of history.
If that's the case, then Boldorf, you should know it doesn't matter to us whose name gets credit for all this. We just want to make sure the right thing is done. Let us know the information that we need to make sure that justice is brought to this place. And the realm will know that it was you that brought it to us. And this is me attempting to appeal to like his legacy motivation.
All right. I'm going to ask you to make a roll for me. This will be a presence roll. I'll give you an edge, though.
Okay. And I do have Persuade. Would I be able to apply that skill to it?
Yep.
Oof. Okay. Nah, it's a tier 1. I rolled low.
Actually, I think I should have given you a double edge on that because you know exactly what the motivation is. And you were trying to appeal directly to it. So I'll give you a tier 2 for that.
Yep.
All right. So he looks at you, pauses for a moment. That sounds reasonable to me. You see, the more I hear from you, the more I am convinced that we want the same thing.
Now I know it's above the table here. I know we don't know yet what his other motivations are, but we can make guesses. We can say, I mean, he is religious, so we could say higher authority. There's a chance of us risking hitting his pitfalls, but there's justice, higher authority, power.
Is just being the one who set us on the course enough for you, though? You seem like somebody who likes to be in front of a crowd. You know, that sort of thing.
Well, that is my calling as a conduit. I am here to help those who might need guidance.
Benevolence is also a possible motivation, but I'm skeptical about that one.
Yeah. Amen to that.
I know that wasn't intentional, but cleric joke. Anyway.
Oh, yeah, it wasn't intentional.
So what is it that you'd like from me?
We would like to know what you know, so
If
that
I-
we can help however many people we can. And maybe you could be included in that number.
And if I were to spill the beans, so to speak, would that be enough to earn your trust? To convince you to share this path with me?
We would need to know first that these secrets that you share are legitimate. That's why your name will be brought in once everything's been resolved.
No, I am but a humble servant. I am just a seeker of truth like you. Tell me, what is your motivation? Why are you interested in what?
Go ahead and do
I
an
do.
intuition roll, Andrew. You can add read person if you'd like.
Greg's entering the GM seat. Let's go.
Sorry, I couldn't help it. Scorch is
That's
sitting
awesome.
here looking back and forth. He couldn't help it. I apologize.
That's all good. I was about to
Pretend that
make a
Scorch
roll,
didn't
too.
say anything. It
That's
was all on his head.
He was getting his dice ready too.
Breaking the fourth wall.
So I'd like to know, like, why are you so interested in my personal quest? I think it's because you have interest in it too. It calls you. You know something is wrong from what I've told you, and you want to unveil the truth. If there is a lie, if we are living a lie here, I think you want to know that too.
I don't want to argue with you here, Bodorf, but there's justice and then there's justice. I mean, there was a time a long time ago when there was no one here other than the elves. So, does that mean that justice would be if all the woad elves are Daiwin? I'm not trying to offend anybody here, but I mean, would and in fact, I'll turn and look at our Daiwin and I'll say, would that be justice if all the elves of of the northern courts all came down here and took back what was theirs a long time ago?
Oh, it's still ours.
And how many people would how many regular people who would just try to eke out a life, behind a plow or herding sheep or whatever? How many violets and how many Ashleys would have to, how many Gweldiers would have to die in order for that justice to be realized?
To make it clear, we are not asking for vengeance. And Scorch, this might be a correction for you as well, because there has been a long history of the civilized folk taking land from those who were there first. It's happened to our Daiwin's people. It's happened to my people. If it has happened to the goblins, then we have no problem bringing that truth to bear. But we will always protect the innocents over that. I have no problem with seeking the truth. I have no problem with letting the people know what's right here. If this puts the Baron's legacy and his ownership of the land to threat, then fine. I don't care about the Baron.
I don't care about him either, Corval. I don't think Bodorf cares about him, but I don't think Bodorf cares about the goblins either. I don't think Bodorf. No offense. I don't know if you care about the truth. I don't know.
Bodorf, what we ask for is for you to give us the information about what's going on, so that we can save as many lives as possible. I know that does not matter to you, but you do not need to help us save those lives. If saving lives is the opposite of your goal, then we'll have an issue. You give us the information. We make sure you get the credit, as credit is due, for putting this on this path. Maybe even we can say you led us down this path. You told us, you gave us an inspiring speech and were able to motivate us to right this wrong, whatever it may be. You get the spotlight in the end, We just don't trust you to do it with us.
Listen. He looks kind of between you, Scorch, and your Darwin. If the Wood Elves would like to reclaim this land as their own, then so be it. I would not stand in their way. As you mentioned, whether it is the goblins or the Kalians or the Baron or the Wood Elves. Although, I would prefer the Wood Elves if they took reign of this land. It just gives you a wink. I tell you one.
I speak not for my entire kin.
I just wish for the rightful ruler to be in charge.
And you've made it clear that's not the Baron. So who is it?
That's what I wish.
Is it the Queen?
Perhaps it is. But I won't know unless I meet her.
And what does this have to do with the ring? And the cup? And the book? That's what we're trying to figure out, Bo.
You will need to convince me just a little more that our paths are aligned, that you share the same interests that I do. For me to divulge that information.
We got to get his interest up and keep his patience up.
You could see when you talked about helping people and saving people, Ardawan, you could see him rolling his eyes.
Yeah, got it. I was thinking that.
You know, there's someone in our party who knows Bodorf better than anyone, and it's Nimbus. Nimbus ran with this guy. She should be here right now.
I think we know everything about Boldorf that we need to know. Come on, Scorch. What role do you want to make? What do you want to appeal to?
Are you waiting on me to do something?
It could be any of us. But I made a role, so like, I don't want to make all the roles for you guys.
Oh man, Scorch is extremely conflicted right now. You guys can see it on his face. Like, he never acts like this. He's always much more just kind of like, chill and just, making a joke about everything. But this is like, this is serious. And he's
above table.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think wealth is worth trying?
Absolutely. There's no way he ran with the Gilded Hand and didn't, come on.
Yeah, it's possible that there's some kind of reward in it for him if he brings his stuff to the Queen and things like that. And plus, like, if he gets famous for finding out all these secrets, then he might get rich off of it. So we can try to appeal to wealth that way.
Bo, none of us have any intention of being that one in charge. And also, some of us have a little bit of a hard time hanging on to rewards. Some of us don't really care that much for them aside from just keeping up a civilized appearance. Some of us are men of the cloth, and some of us would tell anybody who offered after we cooperated with you to shove their money up whatever orifice it can fit, and maybe one that it wouldn't. So that wouldn't exactly be something that we would need to keep to ourselves, of course. If we're in good with whoever ends up in charge and they have the power and they have certain material possessions that they would wish to reward us with, those could go your way as well.
Would you like to roll for this?
I would love to make it a presence and persuasion.
Sure.
Yay! Ha ha! That's a dirty 20. I'm using my Vampire the Masquerade dice that constantly roll nothing but 1s and 10s.
So
it's either going to go great or go horrible for us.
Yeah, seriously. When you speak with him, he is almost enraptured by you. He just stares directly into your eyes, and he's got this stupid smile on his face as he looks at you. And Of course, my dear. And he holds out his hand for your hand.
I will hold out my hand, not to shake.
Okay. Well, he will take your hand and he bends to kiss it.
I
Somehow
allow
we're-
this. She knows
You
what she's
are-
doing.
He kisses it. He looks up at you, pure adoration in his eyes. You are a diamond amongst. And he looks around at Scorch and Corval. Lesser
Oh,
diamonds. Of
no,
course.
no, dear. Woad elf, not dwarf.
You have convinced me. You make a strong argument. But alas, I cannot prove anything to you unless you're able to summon your old friend back here. Nimbus.
I'll go find them and fill them in on what's happened here. And maybe I'll find some berries or something in the meantime. You stay here with Corval and Scorch. Maybe you guys can build a fire or something, you know. Clear out some of these brambles that are still here or something. I'm going to go find Nimbus and Aiden, and we will be back soon.
I'm going to shift the spotlight to Nimbus, who stormed off, followed shortly by Aiden. Aiden, do you try to catch up to Nimbus?
You would find her on like a hill or some kind of more secluded area, just sitting on the ground, hugging her knees. And it sounds like she either still is or is just getting done crying.
I'll just sit next to her. Just kind of sidle up. I'm not trying to be sneaky, so it's, you know, very likely you would have heard me like walking on the fallen leaves or whatever. I do think there's a moment where like he rounds a corner and sees her off in the distance. And kind of thinks to himself for a moment. And then walks over. And just takes a seat. Kind of like parallel.
Hey.
Hey.
Sorry. I don't know.
No, I don't think you have anything to apologize for.
I spent so long trying to make sure that I would be Mara's opposite. And I think in a weird way I ended up a lot like her.
Yeah. I hear you.
I understand with your father why that happened. What did those other people do?
Which ones?
Oh, you tell me, I guess.
Well, I mean, my mom was pretty fine. Had some memory problems, but nothing too bad. If you mean the folks that
Your
came
friend
to my house one day. Oh,
mentioned.
He he gives off like a very heavy breath. I don't even know.
Do you think you're a bad person because you did that, or did you do it because you told yourself you're a bad person?
I don't know. I just, at a certain point, I don't know.
Yeah. Coraval only held him down just now because I told him to. I was going to.
I know. I know.
I mean, what does it say about me that I even thought that, right?
I don't think you were wrong. And maybe it's right to let him go and move on like nothing happened, but he made his choices.
Yeah.
And I don't think that you're wrong for feeling hurt by someone who has made his life about worshiping things that are literally the spiritual essences of pain.
Yeah. I mean, who knows? I wouldn't be surprised if that whole story was true. I can't stand him.
Me neither.
You're the kind of person we should have been trying to help. I mean, who blames a kicked dog for biting back?
People that kicked him, mainly.
Yeah, well, fuck them.
Yeah, fuck them.
You're trying to do good now, right?
Yeah, I think so.
I think that's what matters.
Fuck you. Just like gives off a laugh.
I'm gonna lean my head on your shoulder.
As you do that, you
Just-
hear sorry, go ahead.
No, I just want to say we're the people the world made us.
And I think the thoughts that have been going through Aiden's head that he hasn't understood, to the point where literally the first time that, you know, Nimbus was in his head, he didn't understand what was happening. And I think he just kind of rests his head as well. Because it's so tiring keeping it up all the time.
I'll say at that point in time, you both hear the soft neighing of a horse nearby. Just a... I can't make that noise, but
I got you.
Thank you.
Hey.
Ryan asking, is it coming in the direction? Is it a horse that we knew was there, or is there like someone else riding up?
Someone else's horse.
Oh God.
Oh, it's not.
I think
not
there's like half a second that Aiden lets himself just like breathe out in that moment, and then the horse whinnies. And I don't think he like moves right away, but there is a moment where he just closes his eyes and just wants like waking up before school. You know, it's just like, I would rather do anything else than go to middle school right now.
No.
And I think he just says like, what do you think it is?
I think we're about to find out. I'm just gonna pat your knee and stand up.
Yeah, he does the same. Can we look in the direction? Do we see what it is?
I'm going to say it's about this time when you hear Ardaoan approaching you.
In a different direction, in the same direction?
From behind, yeah, from behind. The same direction you came from. The horses are a little further.
That's what I was at. Like, same direction as the horses, or like opposite direction?
Opposite.
Dia,
I'm just making
horse.
a bold assumption that you could hear me. But okay. I'm kidding.
Oh man.
I would intentionally make noise
watching in
to
the
make
bushes.
it clear. I'm assuming that like I also could hear this horse, yes?
Yes, you can hear the horse.
Okay, great. I've got big old bat ears. Yeah, no, I think Dia has I don't necessarily want to have been privy to that conversation, but she wouldn't have interrupted it. And I think it makes sense for her to intentionally make noise to make it clear like you two are not about to be ambushed without help.
So just to be clear, it's not because it's a tender moment. It's because it's not an ambush.
Yeah.
We don't know what tender moments with you humans looks like.
Exactly, yeah.
Dog.
You get in here.
I could tell you didn't want to be interrupted. I did not want to stick my nose in your business.
Are you saying that?
No.
Okay.
I think Aiden's more caught up on the horse right now as he's like looking forward for whatever this might be.
All right. So you guys are up on this hill. What you heard with the horse is kind of down on the bottom of the hill off to your left a little bit. You guys are nowhere near the road, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
We can catch up on what happened with Bo later. I'd be happy about it, but I mean,
Are they waiting for us? What's going on?
I told them to make a fire, which wasn't the smartest of me because Scorch is there and that will take them about 30 seconds if they find dry wood, but
I think he's actually made like persistent fire before, so
I needed a break.
Yeah, I don't blame you. There are people, or at least horses down that way though.
I mean, doesn't necessarily mean anything, does it?
You know, I think that's wishful thinking at this point.
Yeah, you're right.
I'll be right back. Andrew, may I please roll to sneak to see what's going on with it? Sneak towards the horse noises, try to scout ahead and come back and let them report back.
This is
being
the
seen.
Tiniest thing, but as Dia walks away again, just to Aiden, thank you.
I wish I could condense it into a thank you.
Okay.
An agility check, Ardaoan.
Agility. I do have both hide and sneak, whichever you would prefer. And I also have Woad Elf Glamour, so I have an edge on this. And if they would like to search for me, they have a Bane. Hey, remember how I said that these dice only roll like 1s and 10s most of the time? Does anybody mind if I spend a hero token to re-roll that?
Go ahead.
Yay, thank you. Okay, there we go. That's gonna be a 16 plus 4 plus 6. 22.
All right. On a 22, you move like a shadow through the underbrush of this forest. You just move to the edge of the slope and you look down, and below you, tied to a number of trees, are 4 horses. They're all saddled up and ready to go. You see on one of them hangs Gus's bag of loot.
Oh,
No, I was about to say scurry. Dia does not scurry. I make my way back. It is the horses that the hand had left in order to set up an ambush. I think we might have enough for everybody to ride on our way back.
and extra,
Wow.
right? Because
We had 2.
we had 3.
We had 3?
Yeah.
We had 3, yes.
Yeah, 3. Yeah.
Well, now we have Gus, too, so Gus gets a horse.
Gus,
So, I'm
scores
sorry, you said it was the horses that the Gilded Hand had as well?
Yeah.
So how many is that
they
total?
had
Like
Gus's-
6 or?
We have like 6 or 7. I don't remember if we had 2 or 3.
You have 7 total. now.
Mara, Harold, Ilwith, Bo.
Yeah, they had 4.
Were they
We
on
had 3.
Cart? Or am I imagining that?
They never had a cart.
They never had a cart.
We
Okay,
didn't
that's-
have a cart.
Well, either way, we can get Gus's bag back at the very least. I
Yeah.
would love to fill you in on what. I'm sorry, we did have to agree to something, otherwise we wouldn't have gotten him to tell us anything, and
You're
it's.
fine. Just
I didn't think you would have wanted what we gave up anyway, unless you're interested in fame and wealth.
no.
No, I don't care.
There we go.
Um,
There we go.
I don't like that he didn't say anything about ratting us out until I suggested that he might get something out of all this.
Hmm.
I think that tells us everything we need to know. I mean, you guys take the lead, but I just don't want him to talk to me anymore, frankly. I have had a day.
Yeah.
Relatable.
I'm in a similar boat.
And her voice breaks a little bit. I really missed Ilwith.
I'm sorry.
No, it's not my place. I'm glad she's okay, but just yeah, I liked her a lot.
I would like to say that you may see her again.
Yeah.
But we live long lives, and she needs to take the time she needs.
Yeah, of course.
I understand. I wish I could have gotten to know her better.
She's cool.
Is Nimbus a human?
Yes.
Okay.
Why?
No, I was just curious because
Okay.
Ilwith is a wood elf, right? Or
Yeah.
wood elf?
Mhm.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah,
I
you guys
genuinely,
were once.
I realized I didn't know.
Right. All right. Yeah, let's go back, I guess.
Are you sure you're okay to be in his presence? You don't have to talk to him. I will not allow him to talk to you. Unfortunately, that means he will be talking to me and you will have to hear his voice. So we
Yeah.
can take a little longer if you need to.
Also, we can take turns if you don't want to deal with his shit. Like, I dealt with him for years.
I would not do that to you.
You're really nice, Daya.
I try.
Yeah, no, I don't want to keep
Oh,
hiding.
the good news is we can put honey in his shoes while he's asleep tonight. And we don't have to pick any locks to do it.
That's what you meant when you said that. Okay.
head back.
You never
I think-
explained to me what that means.
We didn't have time.
Right.
We'll take the horses and head back.
All right. So you round up the horses.
Oh my god.
You make your way back to camp, and Scorch and Corval, do you do anything violent to Bodor?
We come back and he's
Well, I-
decimated.
He
I
is
was
think I-
trying to
fire.
violence wind me.
Yeah, well, I think at some point Scorch may have offered like finding some kind of like firewood or something like that, or some kind of kindling. And then when he asked that, Corval just stared at Boldorf silently until someone else started talking.
And Bodorf just has this pleasant smile back at you.
I'm sorry. Can I, kind of going back for just a second, can I actually say
Mhm.
something to Daya while we're still like walking back?
Sure can.
I think while we're walking back, it like very small, but I just kind of saddle up next to her and just say, you do a lot, and I just want you to know that we know that.
Thank you.
I can't count the amount of times that I wouldn't have been quick enough or brave enough to get out of a situation if you weren't there.
Now I know the expected thing for me is to say, "Oh, you would
No,
have anyway. You would find a way," but
No,
I'm not
Don't worry
going
about
to dismiss that.
Yeah.
Iconic.
yeah.
All right.
I think
Corvo-
you'll find your way sometime. So, at some point, I think you're finding the right place to be at eventually. You're getting there.
I think so.
Corval, Scorch. Scorch, do you just light a fire as...
Yeah, I mean that's what Daya suggested. So Scorch is happy to busy himself with a fire rather than engage with Bodorf, certainly. And I mean, I think after a while, maybe we're all kind of sitting down staring at the fire, and it's kind of like an awkward silence, maybe. And I think Scorch would be looking at Corval and kind of like trying to catch his eye, at some point, just to kind of like shake his head, like. As it, hoping he could read his mind that it's like, the fuck are we doing? But
Yeah, Corval doesn't get it.
yeah,
Corval
okay,
doesn't-
yeah. And he's just like,
Well, like he catches your eye, but there's no recognition of that feeling in Corval.
yeah, gotcha. Yeah, he's just like, and Scorch has got the book kind of like in his, and it's a big book probably, so it's kind of like, it's very clearly kind of like inside his his blanket, and in a pouch, like a pouch that he's like sewn into his blanket for his components, and it's just kind of like weighing heavy on him, because Scorch knows that he's secretly he's promised the abbot that the word of this is not going to get out. And that he'd either bring the book back or destroy it. And so he's just sitting there like, how did we even get here? What are we doing? And that's it though. I don't want to say too much of what Scorch is thinking other than that. It's probably enough.
Please,
Yeah.
please, please. This is Rosie. This is not Daya. Please, for the love of God, tell me Scorch reads a little bit of the book at least.
Yeah. I think Scorch is dying to. I mean, he is a lore hound. He's an avid reader, and so he would want to. I don't know if he would in the sense of like, it's the thing that we're all kind of really here and I'm really arguing about. And I don't know that he would want to like continue to make it the center of attention. But yeah, he wants to read it. It's like burning a hole in his pocket. And for Scorch,
Do you-
that
do you
means
have-
something.
Yeah, you've only got a towel. Do you even have pockets?
A single pocket.
Do you
I don't even know.
It's like a sewn-on patch, like in
Yeah.
part 2.
Yeah.
So
Little
is the book
kangaroo
actually-
pouch.
Yeah,
out, or is it
papoose.
still stowed away? The book, do you think?
What's that?
Is the book stowed away, or is it actually out?
Yeah, I'm gonna say the book is underneath the blanket. Scorch specifically doesn't want to pull it out in front of everyone and make it the center of attention. So it's still just kind of sitting in there. He wants to, though. I mean, he wants to. But
All right. So you hear heavy footsteps coming back to me, and more than left, and you realize Dia, Nimbus, and Aiden are returning, and following them are 4 horses. And you can hear the clanking of Gus's loot on the back of one of them. You can see Gus, as soon as he hears it, he springs to his feet, and he rushes over to his loot.
We don't need a replacement bag after all. I think we should still get you a replacement bag, though.
And he's at the side of the horse. He's reaching. He can't quite reach the loot to unfasten it. So he's just trying. He's tugging on
I
it
will hop off incredibly gracefully, and give him a hop up to be able to detach it itself.
All right. So he unloops the knot, tying his bag of loot down, and you set him down with the loot, and it's just a loud clanging of stuff in there, and he just dumps it out, and he starts sorting it.
Oh.
Make sure it's all there.
Are you making sure it's all there still, or what, something in particular?
I'm just making sure, and he pulls a little plate and a spoon and a fork and a little tin cup.
We had picked up some of his stuff as we were traveling that Bo had dropped, right?
Yeah, it was like 3 items or something like that.
Yeah, are we able to return those to him as well?
Yeah.
Is that all of
when
it?
you give it to him, his eyes just light up. Oh, thank you. And as he just clenches them to his chest, and gently places them in his pile of loot and starts to organize it all.
Okay. So we are going to go see this queen, it sounds like. Gus, do you want to lead us, or would you rather just tell us where to go?
Gus says, "Oh, Queen Bergamot. Oh, not far. Just another day." As he points a little further deeper into the woods, he's really distracted by the loot on the ground. He's his attention keeps getting pulled back to that, and you can see Bodor just kind of raise a finger. If I may, I did promise you an answer once. Thank you, Nimbus, for returning to the circle.
I told her she doesn't have to talk to you.
That's perfectly fine. I just needed her
Shall
to
we?
come back here because I knew she was walking in the direction of the horses, and I was hoping she would bring the horses back, which she did. Thank you.
Shall we take, let's not say a respite, let's say a narrative camping night and discuss everything?
That is a fabulous idea. It's a wonderful fire you have made, Mr. Scorch, or Scorvith. I shall call you by your proper name. That would be very nice. There are some provisions on our horses, if you would like. Take it all. It would seem that I owe you a meal anyway, so...
Does he count? And I point at Harold's charred remains.
Come on.
That does get a chuckle out of Dia, unfortunately. I don't think, I've heard that there's something called prion disease, and,
Yeah.
humans are not supposed to eat those of their own.
No, I'm just fucking with him.
Very well. So you guys set camp.
that does bring up a point, though. There are a couple dead bodies here. That Scorch would, when Aiden points it out, Scorch would definitely say something about maybe we should, take care of those bodies. It's only right, So maybe he'd walk over and start trying to dig a makeshift grave for both Mara and Harold.
I would help you find a spot that's away from wherever we're camping.
Yeah.
That would be an appropriate place.
I think Corval would probably do the same, try to build a pyre or something.
Hey, Scorch.
Yeah.
And I would like this to not really be seen by other people, but if they are, it's fine. I'm going to reach into my bag and take out a ring of my own. Bury that with Mara.
Sure. Do you want to come with and maybe say something, you know?
No.
Okay. Sometimes it's good to to get it out and then it's out, rather than keeping it down there.
I mean, she got that for me. She gave me that. So,
I get you. Okay.
That's all I have to say to
Yeah.
her.
Yeah. All right. I don't want to pry. I don't want to push. But I would. I'd be disappointed if I didn't at least, let you know. Sometimes when you do say something over someone in that way, when they're gone, it's not for them. It's for you. So.
You hear in your head, if it was the other way around, she'd leave me to rot.
All right.
Thank you.
Yeah. So Scorch will, however long it takes, he's happy to he's happy to have something to do that's physical, and he'll happily work up a sweat. Maybe it gets so warm he's got to take his poncho off, and so if anyone wants to walk up and when Daya walks up to help, he's already maybe glistening, very pale skin, wearing just his loincloth and just digging with a makeshift shovel that he fashioned. I'm going to say that Scorch has a shovel. Why not? Or and the horses. We have one shovel.
They definitely have shovels on the horses for digging.
Harold
the trees,
conveniently always had a shovel for this exact case.
Yes.
No, literally, it makes
Lucky
sense.
shovel.
Modern plumbing isn't a thing. They had to dig latrines. If
Yeah.
they're on the road for multiple days, they're gonna have a shovel.
There you go. It's your standard latrine shovel. So anyway, so digging, and as long as it takes, just working up a sweat.
Okay. So Corval, you said you were helping Arte when you said you were scouting.
I'm helping as well.
You're helping.
Yeah, scouting location and helping dig once we get there. Yeah.
What is Aiden doing?
I think he watches everyone walk over there, and he will join, but before he does, he's gonna step in a similar but slightly off kilter direction, maybe just around a few trees, nothing crazy. And he finds a large one, and he kneels in front of it, and probably just with his hands, he digs out a hole that's about 1.5 feet on a side, and he takes out the heart, and he places it into the ground, and he scoops the dirt back on top, and I think he just says something in his homeland tongue, Canarian. And I think he just says, "Let this be the end." And then he gets up and he'll go to help everyone else.
What is Ardaiwan doing?
I'm sorry, what was that?
What is Ardaiwan doing? Sorry.
Oh, okay. No, I get it.
Daya would just teamwork, help everybody else with this task. Once the location is found, she starts helping to dig. You know, she would stick around. I'm not sure if anybody in the group would like allow her to stay behind alone. So I am going to put that out there. She would like intentionally be trying to stay back alone once everybody is wrapping up.
I think unless it's obvious enough, I think somebody might. Well, Corvo would ask if you're seeking some time alone.
Not particularly. I just don't want anybody to feel like they're stuck here for a performance that's not for them. If you would like to, you can stay. But Ilwith loved him. And I'm not sure if that was due to some virtues he had, some charm, something that had gone away, or if it was just manipulation. I can't say. But doesn't feel right to not give him the kind of goodbye that she would have given him.
That is fair enough. Shout if you need anything, but know that he will be in my prayers tonight as well. He did go down fighting, and that I can respect.
And Daya will spend some time there and sing a requiem that she knows was written by one of her elders about somebody who they had lost, somebody who had a much shorter lifespan. And this is something that maybe her great-great-great-grandmother had written or sung. It's something that's been passed down. And maybe not all Woad Elves would know it. Maybe it's not something that's famous or a traditional thing, but it's a song she knows that was written for a loved one who was gone at the right time, which was far too fast as far as their people are concerned. And she'll head back.
What is Nimbus doing during this time?
She's staying back from the funerals. Is Bo going for that?
No, Bodorf just, he feels that he's not welcome with the rest of you, so he's just gonna hang back at the camp.
Then I guess we're both awkwardly hanging back at the camp.
Oh no!
I'm trying not to look at him.
All right. Okay.
Look, if that's one, if he gets stabbed, it's his own. It's because of his own dealings. All right. If he gets stabbed.
Actually, okay. Without looking at him, we're gonna lay some ground rules, okay?
Okay.
You don't take watch. You don't go anywhere we can't see you. You don't say a goddamn word to me unless it's an emergency.
So Bodorf spends the next hour and a half while you guys are taking care of the remains, just sitting next to the fire, just poking it with a stick. He's whistling a tune to himself.
And I don't say anything to stop that, actually. Because that is better than silence.
Yeah. So back at the funeral, I mean, after Daya sings, and it's I think I don't know about everyone else, but I think Scorch is like openly weeping. You know, it's one of those things where, I mean, something like that, you know, that you are lucky enough to hear it. It's like both like feeling sorry for yourself almost, that like, you know, this person has like sort of demonstrated this like just insanely beautiful and like heart-wrenching kind of a piece of art that, like, you know, we're not capable of. We're too short-lived to be capable of something like that. And also thinking about death. How it becomes such a personal thing. When you're sitting there looking at at the thing that eventually will take all of us, kind of a thing. So it's just super introspective and tears just rolling. And he's gonna look up at as Dyrwin is just finishing. He's gonna look over at Corval and Aiden to see kind of what the effect on them is.
I think I don't know. I think Aiden just looks at the graves and the burned bramble patch, and thinks back to when he asked Corval, why he shouldn't fight Harold. And I definitely don't think it's sorrow. I think he's just thinking about all the changes that have happened in the past week or so, and where his views on life sit and what his role in it is. And so it's also introspective, but it's not about them. It's sitting and seeing this as a physical manifestation of all the things that everyone has gone through over the past week.
I think for Corval, what you're not seeing much of any kind of emotion where he's just observing everything. Depending on how closely Scorch might be listening, Corval is probably whispering a prayer under his breath. Nothing as sensitive or as meaningful as what he did for the first member of the Gilded Hand that they killed. But because these guys ultimately in Corval's mind, like they chose to attack us. Goric did it for the fight, because he just wanted a fight, and to some degree I think Corval respects that more than someone trying to ambush us. So you just might hear something along the words, it's like 2 more for the fire, 2 more for the forge.
That goes.
When it seems appropriate, a few minutes after, maybe a minute or 2 of silence after Dyrwin finishes singing, and Corval's sort of whispering those words, you guys see Scorch sort of walk up to Mara's grave that we've got there, and he takes something out of his he's been clutching it in his hand, and he just kind of like moves aside a little dirt and then just kind of shoves an object in there, and yeah, you guys probably can tell it's a ring. And then he moves the dirt back on there and kind of like pats it down. And then he just kind of stands up and looks down and says, Mara, you're an asshole. And obviously you did, you did enough things to make someone who seems like a pretty good person hate your guts. So I think I'm glad you're dead. I think the world's probably a better place because of it. Harold, you're young, and that's what happens to young idiots. So, I don't know. I don't know what to say about you, Harold. Good luck. And I'll turn and look at everyone else and say, all right, wait a second. Is Nibus and Bo the only ones back at camp? Oh, good. There's Gus. Gus will keep him out of trouble. We're fine.
Gus will keep.
I did give Gus a knife.
Okay, and then in that case, okay. Well, we better get back there before something gets serious.
Nimbus, while
Yeah.
you're there, back at camp, gonna have you make an intuition check for me, please.
Okay. That's probably fine.
Oh, is gone.
I swear to God. Any skills that I should add to this, or
Anything related to like awareness or
search,
not
timescape. I
Or see
don't know.
across the
There better
multiverse.
be a timescape check at some point.
My understanding of the universe.
Magic. Okay, sounds like I don't have anything.
I
so
mean,
then-
like, you could do the detect thoughts thing where it's like, oh, I'm totally using psionics to tell if anybody is approaching because I can sense their mind.
I think she wouldn't be thinking to do that because God knows I don't want to know what Bo is thinking. Okay, it's good. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
I also
15.
don't want to know what I was thinking.
sorry, 15.
Yeah.
All right. You notice as Bodorf is just kind of sitting at the campfire, and when you can hear Ardaiwan sing even from this distance from there.
I'm whittling a branch with the knife that I might have used for something else if I hadn't stopped myself.
All right. Yeah, he takes notice of that.
He doesn't know.
But he he pauses when he hears Ardaiwan sing, and he just closes his eyes and listens to the song until it's over. Then you notice him looking intently at Gus. He doesn't take his eyes off of Gus, as Gus is sitting on the opposite side of the fire, his bag of loot kind of beside him, but every once in a while he just keeps looking back into his bag, make sure everything's there. He pulls out an object, he'll play with it for a bit and put it back in. A minute later, pull something else out.
Can I read person the intention behind the staring?
Go ahead and make an intuition check.
Yeah, that might have been the one earlier, but when you said awareness, I thought you meant something more like perception. Less good. 4.
Do you
Yeah,
want to
you
spend a
could-
hero token on it? Because I want you to spend a hero token on it.
If everyone's cool with that.
Take the
Go
shot.
for it.
Does that mean
Yeah,
I
go ahead.
re-roll? Or...
Reroll.
Okay,
Yeah,
slay.
down to 3 hero tokens for the session then.
So, intuition. Oh,
Save
so-
2
yeah,
in
that's
case
fine.
Aiden gets hit and is dying.
Okay, in that case, 12.
Well, tier 2 success. With a tier 2 success, you notice that he's not only looking at Gus, but he's looking at his loot too. He just keeps looking at Gus, and then he'll look at what he's pulled out and what he's playing with. So he's just that's where his attention is focused.
Does it look like particularly fancy or interesting stuff?
No, it just looks like tin plates, knives, forks for the most part. Yeah.
All right, fucking weirdo. You said he has a knife now?
Oh, he doesn't have a knife. No.
Oh,
Hodorf,
okay.
you mean?
No, Gus.
Rosie joked that we gave Gus a knife.
Oh,
Rosie kind of
Yes,
low-key
yes.
wasn't joking though. Like I did speak that into existence.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, we kept saying it was a letter opener.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
mostly for opening letters.
I would hey, Gus,
Yes.
you know how to use that?
He holds up the knife. Oh, yeah?
I'm gonna hold my branch out in front of him. Show me.
He takes the branch and he tries to stab it.
Okay. And I'm gonna like adjust his position a little bit and be like, okay, try it again. And basically I'm just like helping him with technique. Just like trying to train him up a little bit.
All right. So he
Should
starts...
ever an approximately 3 foot tall gentleman who is also a conduit attack you, here's how you
Baby
stab with a
steps.
knife.
Yeah.
All right. I'll say about this time, everyone reconvenes after the burial ceremony.
Mhm.
It is, I'm going to say, dark now. It's night. There is a nice warm fire spark kind of rising up into the canopy of trees above you. It is, for the most part, a peaceful evening. You can hear crickets and whatnot in the forest around you.
I I'm gonna go up to Nimbus again. And just say, can we go for a walk for a second?
I just want to make sure someone's keeping an eye on you know who, but yeah.
I turn. Hey, Scorch.
Yeah.
Just watch that one.
Yeah, I mean, like, are people getting ready for bed? Or, like...
He still hasn't told us the information we need to know, so we're about to have a team meeting.
Oh.
Oh, then this can wait.
This can wait.
That is my bad. I thought
No,
people
you're
were
good.
like laying down for bed.
I shan't go to bed until I have the information I want, and that's more rosy than Daya. I'm gonna be so real.
No, that's fine. I can wait.
Okay.
So you all
Non-linear
join-
storytelling.
So you're gonna all sit around the campfire. Whoops. Can't hear anyone now.
Oh no.
Okay, so here's the plan.
Yeah.
Here's how we overthrow Andrew.
Just caught the last. of
Greg,
that.
you're the new
Hmm.
DM. Do the things.
No teacher party.
You're all sitting around this nice little warm fire. You can hear Bodorf humming to himself still, and he looks across as the rest of you take your seats around him. Says, "That was quite a beautiful song you sang there, Ardaiwan."
It wasn't for you.
Of course, of course. My companions, I'm sure, if they had heard it, would have been touched.
So, there's a list of questions that we all have about what Mara and everybody was up to. I do believe you probably had more information than some of the others. Whether you were supposed to have that information or not is questionable, but you're a smart man. And you're also sneaky. And also other things as well, I'm sure. I want to start with the ring. What's the ring? Is it cursed?
The ring. Where is the ring? Did you bury it with Mara?
Oh, don't worry about it.
Well,
Didn't belong to her.
it's a shame. If the ring is lost, it would have been able to prove my point.
Mm-hmm. Which is?
The ring is widely thought to have belonged to a Delian knight commander. The one, in fact, whose tomb you raided just a couple of days ago. In actual fact, just as the cup was not truly a Delian artifact or a Kalian artifact, it belonged to the demons who dwelled here beforehand. It was a trophy of sorts of their conquest. And he turns to Nimbus, the scholar that died that unfortunate night, the one who was researching this very
The one who
ring.
was murdered, Idrin.
Yes. I had no part in that. I was standing guard outside. I had no part in that.
Whatever.
He apparently had discovered the truth of this, that it was not an artifact of the Kalian Crusades, a noble artifact at that, but it was a stolen one from those who lived here before us. Trophy of sorts. And if word got out that it was not what it said it was, then there are also rumors that this ring would have opened up the lower levels of that tomb. But you see, it can't be one, or it can only be one or the other. It's either Delian artifact, magically imbued to protect the tomb, and my understanding it also helped protect those who wore it. And that is why, in fact, that Mara gifted it to Ilwith. Protect her. Think what you might of Mara, but
She
she
didn't-
was a woman of principle.
She didn't believe Ilwith could handle herself.
She believed much of the same of you. Until you proved her wrong, of course.
Just seething. Just
No, I don't mean for that to be an insult. She did not think of it because
This is
she did
rule
not
number
think-
3. Rule number 3.
I'm terribly sorry. As he turns away, Mara did not think of Nimbus as being inept. She's now going to speak of you in the third person.
Oh,
I want.
Scorch is gonna be like,
Oh my
oh,
god.
man, that's
This is so good, to be clear. The fact that I'm actually this angry is so good. This is insane. Oh.
himself devious.
No. Mara was incredibly protective of the group, of Ilwith in particular, and you, and of Nimbus. She did what she could to protect them. It came across as being harsh, perhaps a little judgmental other times, but I think in the end she had a good heart. Perhaps
Okay.
misguided at that, but
Okay, so the ring was said to protect the wearer, yes?
that's correct, yes.
Okay.
But there's more to it. It would also help to identify the cup. Because the ring bore upon it a set of runes written in a particular language, that of the demons. I should speak correctly here. Many call them demons, but they were in fact devils.
Okay. And were you able to take the time to read the appendices? Or did Mara keep those to herself?
Mara, as learned as she was not as experienced in the language of the infernals as I am.
So what did they say?
Well, it proved my theory that both the cup and the ring were stolen from the so-called, they call them demons, but they were in fact devils. And that the ring, when you compare the engravings upon it with the cup, they should match. And the cup is not some silver chalice like some holy grail, no. It's a simple utilitarian thing, a thing that devils would drink from. As he looks over at Gus, still playing with his pile of loot.
Thank you for sharing. Is there anything else that you think we need to know before we head towards the Queen?
I would very much like to know what is in Gus's bag.
No.
And if we had the ring, we could tell for sure.
It's just a shame that we don't have the ring.
It is unfortunate, but I would be able to recognize the ruins myself. It might take some time.
Mm.
And Mara did have that book. Did you manage to save the book as well? No? Is that buried?
Scorch
before
is
the-
not able to hide it that well.
That's unfortunately
I'm
not
pretty
very
sure,
well
yeah.
hidden, I
No,
don't
it's
think.
That's
bulky.
he would
Based
know.
on
He
what
would
you
know.
described.
This
He
is
would
a book
already
in my
know.
pocket, and I'm not happy to see you. So it is in fact a large tome. Very dusty.
So,
So,
so we need you to read the book for us.
are
Aiden,
any
I
of
think you might
able-
be able to.
Is it not in common?
No,
No,
it's
it's
in
not.
Zeth, the language of the goblins.
Wait, So the holy book that Abbot Lorick has been sort of hanging on to in his back room is written in Setch.
That is correct.
Oh man, I mean that's pretty evidently damning.
Crazy.
Oh man. All right, so the book is on. I have not thumbed through it, which is crazy for Scorch to do that. So it's sitting under his cloak, please, his blanket. What are y'all doing here? Y'all looking at me?
Kaya loves nothing more than stories.
Gus, how well can you
Oh
read?
boy.
Gus looks up. I don't know.
You want to find out?
Have you?
Well, we don't know. Do any of us, aside from Bo, know this language?
No.
Nope.
No.
No.
Well, I don't trust Bodorf as far as I can throw him, and I can throw him pretty far. Let's let Gus have a stab at it.
Oh boy.
Not a literal stab.
Gus stab?
No.
Not yet. Not yet, but good instinct.
Maybe.
Good instinct.
We'll see.
That's telepathically to Gus. That was telepathic.
He looks around and said,
Corval said that out loud. Maybe.
Scorch will say,
We
"Man,
don't
it's too
stab
bad we don't
books."
have someone that has extensive knowledge of the timescape. If only we had that.
Well, wait a moment. I wouldn't say extensive.
I took that elective in college.
I say a proficient amount of timescape knowledge.
I'm just kidding.
Would that help us right now?
No, not at all.
if I may, this is Bordor speaking, if I may look or refer to the tome, correct me if I'm wrong here. I've been working purely under assumptions here, but you found Gus within the Delian tomb. And Gus, the loot that Gus has in his possession is from said tomb.
You are not going to get anywhere close to that bag. Do you understand me? If you wanted to look at it, you had your chance when you were dropping his possessions on the ground to lead us your way into an ambush.
It wasn't me, but let me be clear. I don't want the cup. I simply wish to identify it.
I mean,
It's too bad we don't have the ring.
But without the ring, I could still identify the ruins. I
Drop
just need
it.
the book for reference. Okay, that's fine.
cards on the table here, Bodorf. I mean, for the record, I'm sure there's a few items in there that are from St. Griffin's Cathedral, or church. But I'm sure, yeah, the balance of the items in there are definitely from the tomb. What is it that you think is in there? You think the cup of Julius or Delian, the thing that makes common Kalian knights into supermen?
I believe such a cup is in your little friend's possession. And he
Well,
does
I
not
think we
even
need to know if that's the case or not. If I don't think we need. I don't think we want Gus walking around with something that powerful and magical without us knowing about it. I think it behooves all of us. It doesn't mean that we need to put it in Bodorf's hands.
Also, Bo, what are really the chances of that?
Since we parted way, though, I am confused. Am I allowed to speak to you now?
Yeah, fucking yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Jesus.
Since we parted ways, Amara has been on a mission. Since the events of the poor scholar, and she realized the truth or the potential truth of the matter, she's been on a mission to find this cup on her own. And we've been scouring the place. We had full intentions of exploring the Delian too, but you had done that for us already. And we knew that the ring was not a key to a lower level, but we knew that the ring was in fact a way to identify this cup. And then your friend shows up with a bag full of cups.
They're just random fucking cups, dude. He just likes collecting things.
If you were a goblin 1,000 years ago, what would you drink from?
I don't know, man. You're putting a lot on this guy.
I could be wrong. I could very well be wrong. Perhaps there is no artifact in his possessions.
All right,
Then-
let's find the truth then. Aiden, go next to Bodorf. If he moves, kill him. And I'll walk over to Gus and pick up his sack, or I'll lean down and say, Gus, can we see all the cups in your bag? You can.
I was
keep
going
them.
to do it after Bo went to sleep. I'll plod over. and
Oh,
I
I'm
was
sorry,
already
Delian.
thinking it as soon as he said it. He didn't
yeah,
even have to say, like, I wonder if it's
sorry
in
about
Gus's
that.
bag. I was already wondering if it was in Gus's bag.
There's no point in trying to delay this anymore. Scorch, continue.
I'll pull the ring
Yeah.
out.
Let's
Oh.
know what we're doing here. Yes, I die when you're right. I should have had more faith in you. I know you're always
I
a step.
forgive you.
You're always at least 2 moves ahead. I'm just sick of hearing that idiot talk. To be honest with you, I can't with him. So yeah, let's. So we're looking at Gus, right? Looking at Gus, and I think it's both Daiwin and Scorch. Looking at
I'm
Gus.
just
and
looking up at the two of you, like,
we'd like to go through
Non-binary
your-
mom and dad, yeah.
Yeah. Right. Son, we'd like to look through your bag and just take a look at each of the cups. We're not going to take them. You can have them right back. We just want to look at them. Is that okay?
see him scoop up his bag of loot and just kind of hug it to his chest. You're not going to steal Gus's loot?
No, not at all. Not at all. In fact, Daiwin here is going to give you something you can play with while we're looking at your loot.
You have a mess kit, right? Like, we
Yeah.
I'll give him a spoon. I don't know.
You give him the spoon?
Yeah.
Alright, he looks at it.
Sure.
Oh. He reaches into his bag and pulls out a tin cup.
Cup number 1.
You can see him just hold on to it just a little longer. You have to
Mhm.
kind of wrench it out of his hand.
All right, so I mean, I guess Daiwin and Scorch is kind of working together on this, and we're just kind of like,
Yeah,
right by
I'll
the
keep
firelight?
finding little trinkets to give
Yeah, this
Gus. I think
this
at
might
some
be
point,
like a very wholesome moment where everyone is just like putting in little things here and there.
Yeah,
yeah,
like-
at some point, Dia starts pulling out like hair ribbons and maybe some lip balm to see if Gus likes those.
and you've got the ring, right? So the idea is that based on what Bordorf
I
is
would-
saying,
I think Dia would be okay with handing that to Scorch, because
Okay.
Scorch does have the magic proficiencies,
right,
and also in a emergency probably needs protection more than she does.
right.
So
Right. The so based on what Bordorf is saying, it sounds like you can sort of verify just by comparing the ring to the cup, right?
Yeah, when you take the cup, Border says, now look around at the bottom of the cup and around the bottom rim. You're looking for engravings. Now, many of these cups are scratched beyond.
Do I have to put it in
Recognition.
the fire so that the letters get real orangey? And it's quite cool to the touch. No? Okay.
You got to drink from it and hope it's the right one.
Yeah. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you, Andrew. I apologize.
So
Clue,
he's-
it's not going to be the golden shiny one.
Mm-hmm. It's a carpenter's cup.
all right.
Yeah, Cup
So,
of a carpenter.
are you checking this out, Scorch? I'm gonna have you make the roll.
Yeah. All right. I don't know. Should I
going
go
to
electronic dice or regular dice?
It's
They
gonna
all
be a
hate-
reason roll.
All right.
I
Reason
believe in
plus
I mean,
magic.
Owlbear
You need-
Rodeo really
Yep.
hated you a couple weeks
It-
ago,
it-
so
it
We need
did.
the clickety
All right.
clacks. Clickety
So
clacks.
reason plus magic. Here we go. Oh, guys, that's gonna be a 6.
We do
Okay,
have.
we have
do
one more
yeah.
hero point before we're down to the 2 that we need to live.
All right,
That's
one
true.
more. So we roll a test with the hero points. Let's spend it. All right, here we go. Man,
Better
I'm
lose
gonna
it,
roll
baby.
on wood over here. It's like a little more dice action. All right, that is only a tier 2, so 14.
Still better.
I'll take it.
14. So tell me how you're checking. You have the ring in one hand and
Yeah, so if I think Scorch would be kind of taking his thumb and sort of like he's start with his eyes and be looking at it, but then he knows that sometimes your eyes can deceive you because that's the way the mysteries of the arcane world operate. And he'll start rubbing his thumb sort of against the like the grooves on the ring, and then like any grooves that he discovers on the cup. And in fact, I'm going to say that he picks up a piece of wood and flash burns the wood, so he gets a little soot. So it's almost like scrimshaw, where he kind of rubs it into the grooves so that it really kind of pops in order to see it better and to feel it.
Sick.
all right. Can I ask you where the book is while you're doing this?
Book is hanging next to my heart, and it sticks out
In the
big
kangaroo
time.
pouch.
Yeah,
It's
I
the
got
size of your
I got a
torso
little
almost.
yeah, exactly. It's like I look real boxy right now.
It's like when a
This is
little
not a
kid
flattering
stuffs
look.
a pillow in their shirt to make it look like they have abs.
Yeah, exactly. It's not a flattering look on me.
All right. With a tier 2 success, you go through several of these cups. The first one, nothing. It's smooth as glass almost. The second one, it's dented and scratched, but none of the marks seem to match up. The third one, same thing. You're going through about 5 or 6 of them, and in the meantime, Ardiawin and the rest of you are feeding Gus all sorts of trinkets, including lip balm and hair ties, which he gladly takes and shoves into his loot bag.
Makeover.
Hell yeah.
The 5th cup he pulls out and passes to you, though. It is about the size of a coffee mug. It's a little smaller than the others. It is simple. It's got some dents in it. It looks like somebody took a nail to it and just put, not nail, but a ballpoint hammer to it and just kind of put some rounded kind of dents into it. And around the bottom, you just feel some roughness. It's caked in mud. You rub that off, hold up to the fire. You do your little scrimshaw technique, and you notice clearly very purposeful lines engraved into the bottom of this mug.
So I'm my hunch, at least, is that this cup is sort of related closely to the designs on the ring. I mean, this may be the cup Bodorf is talking about. I guess I would look at Ardiawin first and make that look of kind of hold it like this is it.
It's a small campsite. He's been watching us look at these this whole
I mean,
time.
he knows.
He's gonna know. Yeah. All right.
Is there any way to determine if it truly is magic? Like, in terms of, I don't think I have. Does anyone have an ability?
I have a skill called magic.
Humans have a thing that might be useful here.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, y'all smell. Y'all sniff magic.
It's my favorite thing about Draw Steel humans.
What's up? Where is it?
Detect. It's a human trait.
Protect the unnatural.
Detect the.
Yeah.
Oh.
I can do that. Yes.
Yeah, you do
Sniff, sniff.
Woof woof bark.
What's that, boy?
I'm usually the human player at the table. This is exciting.
Until the end of your next turn, you know the location of any supernatural object, undead, construct, or creature from another world within 5 squares. Even if you don't have line of effect to the object or creature, you know if you're detecting an item or creature, and you know the nature of any creature you detect.
No roll necessary.
Sniff, sniff.
You focus your attention on the cup that Scorch is holding up, kind of in the fire. You can see Bodorf across the fire from you with Corval standing over. Or no, you're standing actually next to
No, I'm standing over him.
Bodorf.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can see him tense. You can feel him tense in front of you as he sees this cup as well. And you immediately, there's a little radar ping coming off this cup as he holds it up.
Yeah, I'll just give Scorch a nod.
All right, Scorch will look at each person in turn. Corval, Nimbus, Adiowan, Aiden, Gus. What do we do now?
Well, that's an excellent question. Do we still need to go meet the queen? Or is that enough for you? I'm looking at Bo.
It says in the tome that you are wearing, Scorveth, that the rightful owner of both the ring and the cup is the ruler of the goblin kind.
Okay, so how do you determine the rightful owner then? You've got to stop making me asking leading questions. Just tell me the whole thing in one go.
I mean, I assume that he means the Goblin Queen, but
Yeah, I think he's saying.
How do we know that it's her, though? Maybe she overthrew the rightful ruler herself?
I think a name is a powerful thing. I think I don't know. I wouldn't be. Sorry, you go.
Yeah,
Gus,
no,
how
I'm
does
talking.
King Gus sound to you?
Yeah, I don't buy, but I don't buy any of that bullshit. I mean, I'm sorry. I mean, I believe in the power of magic items, and I believe that this thing clearly has got something going on that's quite magical, and it might bestow some sort of power. But in terms of legitimacy, I don't buy it. The legitimate ruler of anyone is the person who's going to serve their people and do the best they can for their people, and sacrifice themselves and their own personal wants for what's right for the most people in their tribe or their village or their barony.
I think we need to find someone who can read this book.
Bodorf raises in.
Someone that's not you.
All right, you're right. I think Nimbus is right.
Someone who is an outside party who doesn't have a bias in this.
Gus, do you have any surviving family?
Oh boy.
I do. I have a cousin.
Okay.
Can your cousin read?
I think so.
Okay.
Cousin Smart.
Okay.
He played bugle. And he looks at you.
Excellent.
A complicated instrument.
Precisely. Ryan's reaction got me more than the line itself.
Yeah, agreed. In my mind, I'm like, oh, is it? Yeah.
Sure.
No, it's not.
I meant it legitimately. This is coming from a person who quit violin after 2 weeks.
That's a complicated instrument. A violin is a complicated
instrument.
Okay.
Anyway.
Expect a bunch of bugle comments in the chat.
Any bugle
Buglers,
players out there, I
get at
respect
us.
the shit out of you.
The Bugle Boys, we salute you.
Anyway,
You know what the bugle boys are against you.
Oh God.
then it sounds like we've got someplace to go. Can kill 2 birds with 1 stone.
Well, where can we
Don't
find
not in
your
that.
cousin,
Don't
Gus?
use that phrase in that context.
What's up?
Or like Gus, where can we find your cousin?
He works for Queen. You know,
There it is.
That's
All right. All right. No, Nimbus, we kind of killed a lot of Gus's family members. That's why you shouldn't use that phrase in this context.
So, I mean, as Scorch is holding this cup and we're having this conversation and we're just kind of looking around, he's going to say, look, we need to advance this timeline. mentally here. I mean, what happens? If we take this to this goblin queen as Bodorf wants, and it turns out that yes, she is the legitimate ruler of goblin kind around here, and the goblins have this evidence and this proof that this is their place, this is their land, and the Kalian knights drove them away, and they've mythologized their entire existence here in this region. And what if she rallies an entire disseparate group of other goblin tribes to this banner, and she marches with this banner and this purpose? What then?
Is that not her right?
No, it's not. Like, I feel like we're talking in circles here. I understand the idea that she laid claim to whatever, or whoever laid claim to whatever land, 1,000 years ago. But, as much as I wish it weren't the case, that's not how the world works. People come in and,
Is there no way to do this that will not mean war?
yeah.
We
Because there are
just
people
have-
here now. And trust me, I wish I could go back and give those lands back to the people that owned them in the first place.
Aiden, you of
But-
all people I thought would have understood. Is this not similar to what happened to you?
It's all too similar. That's the problem, is that there are people there now. And, if we go ahead with this and, she rallies the lands and marches against humankind, there's going to be people in another 1,000 years that are going to be holding the same cup, and they're going to go, this was the rightful land of the humans.
We could go to the queen and try to convince her not to go to war. That there is.
We don't
That's a
even
good
know
idea.
if that's. We don't even know if that's something they would want. We don't know.
They have to be.
Unfortunately, this situation does call for diplomacy.
Yeah.
But if the goblins have rights to these lands, then they do have the right to choose whether they should go to war or not. We could try to convince them otherwise, but they need to be given the choice.
Sure.
Word
That's fine by
will
me.
get out of this book and these artifacts. The truth will emerge. Eventually, if not through us, then others.
Cool.
My goal was to meet with the queen and do as you discussed, understand her intent, and see if she
Okay.
is worthy of being a true leader.
Well, that's not for you to decide.
The tome indicates that
Oh.
these artifacts will find the true leader.
We
Seems
just
a little-
don't know enough. I mean,
Look, I'm good to go. I'm good to go talk with her and see what she thinks. But it's not. I'm not just gonna hand these over because a book that someone wrote says that we should. If we feel that, frankly, if we feel that it's gonna cause more danger, and if the rest of you feel differently, that's totally fine, and I'll follow behind. But if it's gonna just lead to more people getting hurt, then I don't care. I don't care what the book says.
Gus, what can you tell us of your queen? Would she want to fight and take what's hers?
Thinks a moment. As you can see his eyes go up and he scratches it. Queen is old, mean, but fair. She smells
Hopefully
nice.
she'll
Smells like what?
I think you just said smells nice.
Oh, okay.
hopefully she'll understand she'll be able to relate to what it is to be displaced and not wish to do that to others. Do you think that's likely?
I don't know. She likes shiny things.
Don't we all?
Listen, I believe that we can, if given the chance, we can convince the queen not to act rashly. When word does get out, though, I do not know how Dalrath will respond. It is very possible that they may seek to erase this narrative completely by just killing every goblin they find. But we can't control that. We can only put the truth out there.
Not
Aaron.
everyone is so vicious. We just have to wait and see.
Baron killed an innocent scholar for this truth, to hide this truth. Do you think he'll stop there?
No.
Are you dissuading us from talking to the person that you want us to talk to? I'm so confused. What do you want?
No. I want to meet the queen. I want to know
Okay.
who she is. I want to know if this prophecy is true and if she is the rightful ruler of this land. The tome you hold, Scorvath, is a true tome of Saint Griffin.
Look, why don't we sleep on it?
We're going to go in that direction anyway. We're going to have Gus's cousin translate it for us. Maybe we'll have a nice little family dinner. I don't know. I'm not a very good cook, but I'm sure somebody could make them something. You know, and then we will decide once we have all the information whether we wish to bring this to the queen or not. And we will be keeping Bodorf under watch at all times so that he cannot take it and sneak out and go see her by himself.
Oh yeah, he knows the
Yes.
rules.
I know the rules, and frankly, I would be lost out there. I'm at your mercy, quite literally.
Scorch will pull the book out and he'll take the ring that he was comparing to the cup, and he'll kind of like clear off a spot of on rocks right in front of the fire, and he'll put the ring, the cup, and the book, and he'll look at everyone and say, I made a promise to Abbot Lorick before we left that I would see the book returned to him and kept secret, or I'd destroy it. But I respect you all too much to do that, to go against what your will and your wishes are. So I guess I'm going to break that promise. But I don't know. Something about this just doesn't feel right. But I'm going to trust. I have faith in each of you. You've all saved my life more than once, so I'm gonna have faith in y'all.
If such things as the species or the gender of the person that saved those lives and modeled those ideals would change the faith of anyone who followed St. Griffith, I don't think their faith was strong enough.
There is nothing wrong with breaking a promise that brings harm to people, Scorch.
I'm just afraid that what we're doing might bring the greater harm is all. It's like shouting fire in a crowded theater,
But there actually is a fire in this case. We just gotta hope people do not stampede each other on the way through the exits.
That's what I'm afraid of.
Well, we have time to figure it out, make a plan.
I think Aiden should hold on to the book tonight. Corval, I think you should hold on to the cup. Nimbus, I think you should hold on to the ring, if you're willing.
I am, or Daya seemed to have a good hold on it before.
That's
Fine
true.
either way.
That's really sad. Gus could hold on to something.
Yeah, actually, that's true. Gus could hold on to He's been doing just fine.
I am gonna telepathically to Gus. If Bo here tries to touch any of your stuff, you remember what I showed you, okay?
Stabby.
Yeah.
Does he say that out loud, or is that also in his
he'll
head?
say that. He'll say that out loud. He doesn't know how to speak. Say it.
And I just, okay, well, maybe I shouldn't have done that, but that's fine. He just says things sometimes. It's fine.
I'm the one who gave him a dagger.
There you go. Yeah.
So
That's true.
it's my fault.
Scorch will offer to take all the watches, by the way.
Absolutely not.
All the watches, no.
He's not. I mean, Scorch basically. Well, he kind of says,
Scorvith. Do you see these eyes, these ears, this complexion?
She's using your government name.
"Yeah, I know that's serious."
I'm made to be up in nights and in the forest, keeping watch.
Well,
you will sleep.
I figured you'd keep me company.
That's some kind of. Okay.
No. Come on. Yeah, I don't think so. No offense, but
Okay,
you know me
take
long
off.
enough. Come on.
Okay. You're going to sleep, though.
We'll see. If I can. I will. I mean, I will if I can. I gotta, whatever. Let's just start. Let's start it. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Let's turn in. And we'll see.
And
what
then we cut to us being on the horses the next morning, moving down the road.
So,
And I'm
what I'll say
yawning
is
real
you guys,
big.
You guys will gain 3 victory points.
Oh, that's right. We did have some conversations that wanted to happen before bedtime. That's right.
Yeah, we can do that after the break.
I was gonna say, do we want to take a break first?
That sounds wonderful.
Yeah, let's do that. Back in sort of 5 minutes. All right.
Sweet.
See you soon.
Yeah.
All right. We are back from our little break. And during which time, I will say that you guys have had a chance to take a respite, but there were a couple of things that you guys wanted to do, which we'll resolve now. Aiden, you want to take a walk with Nimbus?
Yeah, I think after this whole conversation, I think it's distance-wise going to be a good bit shorter, because it was just a lot. And but I think we go, or I guess I'll just start at the beginning where I just kind of go up and just say, do you mind if we take a walk for a second?
Sure. I'm assuming someone's keeping watch.
Yeah, I think 2 people. I think Dia and
Okay,
Scorch
yeah.
are currently, yeah.
Yeah.
And as you stand up, he hands you like basically like a stick of incense. It's not very refined, but immediately you get like a very faint kind of smell of it, but it's hard to place the exact smell. You just like, it's the sense that there is something there, but you can't place it at the moment. And he starts walking in the direction of the tree line.
Mm-hmm.
And as you're going, he just says, this is something that I've done for the others before. I did it with Corval once. And I wasn't sure if you'd be sticking around. So I gave it a few days, but I'd like you to stick around. And kind of like round one of the larger trees, and you can see a set of like stones placed in like a circle, like a perfect circle. And this is vaguely the direction that he went when he like placed the heart into the ground.
Mm-hmm.
And this whole time he was fiddling with something in his hands, like a few pieces of stone. And he kneels down and he puts one in the center, and there's like a crack or a hole at the top. He goes, I don't worship a saint or a god or anything, but I do keep my ancestors close to the chest. And I always ask them to keep an eye. And there are plenty of scholars out there that, might call it hooey, but I mean, we haven't gone yet.
I like that.
And kind of like reaches for your hand a little bit, the one that's holding the incense.
Mm-hmm.
And kind of like guides it down towards the stone and kind of places it in that little like crack or hole at the very top of the stone. And some of the like black mist that kind of emanates off him in moments of wrath and judgment, the slightest bit kind of like ignites at the base of the incense.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll ask you, what does Nimbus smell coming from the incense?
Fuck, dude. Oh, I was not prepared for that.
What is a childhood smell that brings her comfort?
well,
Maybe not childhood if you don't feel that that's appropriate, but some smell that brings
no,
joy.
I think there were nights when she was off being a rebellious teen and would sneak out of the house because it was always like too clean and stuffy in there. And I think I would go down to the docks near where I lived and just like the smell of the ocean, the salt and the spray.
I think Aiden asks, what do you smell?
The sea.
I'd say it's pleasant, but I actually wouldn't know.
Really?
Yeah, too busy living in the woods.
I'll take you someday.
Yeah, that sounds nice. I've heard it's open.
Yeah. I've never actually been like on it. Just, I would go down sometimes.
You you don't have to be like her now. And I'm sure you know that, but it might be nice to hear it.
Thank you. I think I'm just kind of realizing I've never really had friends. I thought I did, and then so thank you.
Yeah, of course. And he kind of like just looks at the incense for a moment and probably says something in Canarian. And takes a few more things out of his pouch that he kind of brought with him. And one of the bottles on his belt. And just leaves it there.
What's that?
Something from home. I don't have a lot of it left, but when it's important, it feels prudent.
Right.
Thanks for coming.
Yeah, of course.
He just kind of sits there for a moment, kind of feeling the relaxation that was very quickly interrupted by Gus and horses earlier. I don't know why, I think he kind of just chuckles to himself. I don't entirely know why, or I don't know what to do.
Yeah. We're gonna figure it out.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. I think at this point he like turns and looks at you. Before he was just looking down at the incense, kind of cinching.
You're a good man, Aiden.
You're a pretty good one too. Not a man, but
No, I get
know-
you. Yeah.
you know what I meant. You want to walk back?
Sure.
And he kind of stands up and helps you up.
Yep.
And yeah, I think he walks back unless there's anything that you say or anything.
No, I walk back.
We get back, and what are Scorch and Dia doing in the middle of their watch, if anything in particular?
Greg?
I mean, I suppose Scorch would be saying to Diowen, so what if I had let Aiden kill Bodorf? I mean, did I really stop him? Or was he hoping someone would stop him? You know, like it's like a call, it's like a cry for help kind of a thing. What would we be doing right now?
It's a good question. We wouldn't. There's a reason I chose to negotiate with him, despite the everything. Now we have the information, so I'm not quite sure why we're still letting him tag along, aside from being good on our word and not being overtly cruel.
Look, there's nothing wrong with killing someone that's bad when they're doing bad, but you know, there's a line between us and them. You know, like and for me, I mean, for me, I put enough bad into this world that I can't. What
do you mean?
I can't put more in. I mean, it's a long story.
If you intend to be up all night, we have time. You said you were going to be up all night. We do have all night. You know, I love a story.
You're right. So I'll tell you. Do we want to fast forward this, and I'll tell Diowen the entire story that I've never told her before.
She sits cross-legged.
Anyone in the party about how I used to have nightmares as a kid, and my Magnus told me we'd exorcise the nightmares from me, and I feel like we should yada 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 this part. So yada yada yada. There's a demon in the world, and I'm hunting it, hoping that it's not, and I haven't found it, so I'm just trying to balance things out a little bit, and that's so.
But you didn't create that demon; it already existed. Yes.
Yeah, but it was inside of me. It was in me, and I let it out. If I had kept it in, it wouldn't have gotten out. And I mean, people were hurt as it left the tower. There was a man who used to wash the dishes and prepare the meals from the village, and it killed him.
And that wasn't the fault of the mage who was supposed to set the wards to keep it in?
Yeah, I mean, of course, there's blame to go around, but I mean, ultimately, if I had just, if I had kept it, and if I hadn't, got into it. But listen, what I'm.
How are we the uncivilized ones? My God. Your body belongs to you. It was not your responsibility as a child to keep a demon out of the world.
I don't know that it was inside of me necessarily. I think I allowed my teacher to open up something. I don't know. I don't know enough about it yet. That's part of what I'm trying to accomplish, is figuring it out.
Okay, we need to go talk to Magnus after this. We don't have to if you don't want to, but sounds like he might have used you as a portal.
Yeah, I think you're right. If we find him, that'd be great. I would love to talk to him.
We'll find.
Yeah, he's gone too. So.
All right. But his tower is still there, right?
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
And did he have notes? Wizards and elementalists and those types love to have notes.
There was a whole hierarchy of people in the tower, and it's a bit of an academy, school, if you will. And there's a whole hierarchy of people there, and all kinds of rules and stuff, you know. And once he was gone, there was no reason for me to be there anymore. So.
I know that I can sit here and tell you you shouldn't feel guilty all I want, and it may never get through, and I understand that I see things a bit differently than all of you might see things. However, Aiden killed his father as an adult. You were a child.
Yeah, but... and I guess I'm trying to make up for it is all. And I don't know if Aiden is trying to make up for it. Sometimes
George,
I feel like...
think you made up for it with the baby griffins. I think now you're just creating more good in the world. And that's an admirable goal. And that makes you an admirable person.
Well, someone as wise as you thinks it. That makes me feel good. So thank you. Oh, here's Aiden. And
Rosie
Nimbus.
looks down at her character sheet, -1 to intuition. Wow, I am playing this character way too wise.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I guess you live long enough, then you're not very wise for a
Oh yeah, I am like 300 years old, right?
Compared to the rest of us, you got the long view. I don't have the. Yeah, I don't know. So yeah. Aiden. Thank God you're here.
Hey.
Which one?
Oh, all of them, especially whatever one Bodorf worships, which still is a mystery to me. But yeah,
Corval's probably asleep, but you're gonna wake up with the sun in your face for that one.
Anyway, so yeah, that's. I think you're right. After all, Diamond, I think I'm tired, and I think it's time for me to turn in.
You should watch Nimbus. He kind of face plants and then he's just out.
It's true. That's how we call it. It's the pole to fall.
Hey, I mean, I wish I could do that shit.
The pole to slam.
Wait, did Bodor fall asleep that way? What's Bodor doing? We have kept our eyes on him this entire time.
Well, he's sleeping. He's sleeping like a baby.
He totally did the polder fall.
Great. Is he wearing his shoes still?
He probably is. Yeah, he probably is.
Oh, he would wear his shoes to bed.
Absolutely
I was
disgusting.
gonna say if it were raining or something, he probably took them off. But no, it's dry and you're in the middle of a forest. You could probably keep them on.
Go for it. Do it. You've been threatening to do it. It's like it's Chekhov's
I feel
honey
like you
at
can
this
outline
point.
his head in honey. If you outline his head in honey, his head will probably stick to his pillow.
That's genius. Yes, we do that.
Corval, you're awake.
No, that was full on Christian.
That was divine inspiration coming to Daya from beyond the veil. That's what that was.
You could like put some on his forehead so that when he like smacks it, it sticks to it. That's a
We
classic.
can do all of these things.
That's true. You could do all of these things.
Why limit ourselves?
I think we each do one, thinking that the other didn't do anything.
Okay.
Okay,
So,
if
yeah,
he asks, we don't know.
Strange wood spirits.
Now what?
All right. So who wants to smear the honey on his pillow and his hand?
Are we actually
Because I'm gonna make
Make it a roll.
for this.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Oh god, this
Aiden will supply the honey.
is gonna be a
I would
whole
like
thing.
to. I would like to roll a sneak skill check for this, please.
Jesus
This will be an
Christ.
agility check. Yeah.
Okay, agility with my sneak skill, I get an edge from Wood Elf Glamour, and he gets a bane to notice me.
All right.
Nimbus is gonna just go to sleep. I'm just I can't morally I don't give a shit, but Julia can't.
That's a 9 plus 6 plus 6 for a 21. No, 20. Math. Something like that. It's a tier 3.
21, I think.
All right.
Yeah, but yeah,
So you-
something in there.
So yeah, you kind of smear his. He doesn't really have a pillow. He just kind of has a rolled up blanket, but you smear that with honey and his forehead and his hand. And he doesn't. He's out like a light. He's not moving. Doesn't notice you there. He just maybe after you finish, he just rubs his nose a little bit, shifts a little, and you'll go to sleep.
I did check to make sure there was a creek on the way that we could stop at for him, because I'm not that mean, but,
Alright.
you know.
Are you staying up all night, Scorvith?
No, I think something about this conversation with Dylwyn kind of took my mind off of my doubts, you know, and I think it's going to let me go to sleep.
Also, if you didn't sleep, I think they would kill you.
Yeah, they're very protective, even though I think I'm the oldest.
I'm like 300 years old. Again, I was not kidding about that.
Yeah, my fault. I forgot. Yeah, I'm the second oldest.
And who, like, where the book, the ring, and the cup? Who, like, did you distribute it as you described before?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Good question.
The fact you're asking that
So-
makes me nervous.
Mm-hmm. Classic
At the
GM.
crack of dawn, even before, it's like even in the pre-dawn hours of this morning, of the following morning, you all wake up at Ardai when you are already awake. To Bodorf swearing, like, what the bloody, and you see his whole head is covered in ants. As he tries to scrape this stuff off.
That's
his
actually
head,
evil.
His hair, his beard, his face, his
Oh,
hands.
dear. Goodness. There's a creek about 10 minutes walk that direction. Do you want to go?
And he's just like just like clawing at his face as he storms off into the forest.
Ha!
I could burn him off.
I will
if you want.
follow at enough of a distance that he does not know that I'm following him, just to, again, keeping an eye on him at all times. So-
All right. Yeah, sorry, go ahead.
No, you go.
I was just going to say he stumbles his way eventually to that creek and just dunks his whole head into the water, this frigid, ice cold river water.
This is a tiny thing, but hey, Corval.
Yes.
Sorry about yesterday. Thank you.
Why are you sorry?
Because I shouldn't have done that. I don't know. It felt like I was using you. It's...
Nimbus, I don't know what the extent of your abilities are, but I don't think you could ever make me do anything I wouldn't have done otherwise.
I mean, yeah, probably not. Okay.
And do not apologize for the decisions that you make to protect yourself and those around you.
That's the thing. I don't know if it really would have been for that. I think I was telling myself it would have been, but I think I was just angry.
I was taught to live in the present. The sun is not with us for a full day. That gives our future selves a chance to look back on what we have done and to contemplate that. You made a decision that was right in the moment, and if you had come to regret that, then you would have been able to deal with it then.
Yeah. Thank you.
For that, you are welcome.
And I think, because this is all out loud, I realize Aiden knows what this is about. Scorch doesn't. And I kind of just look at you awkwardly. I'm just like, don't know what to say. I'm just like, wait, shit.
Was it a
Yeah,
secret?
he
I
really,
wasn't sure.
has a way with words, doesn't he?
Sorry?
I said he really has a way with words, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Back at the creek, Ardaiwan, do you remain hidden so that he doesn't see you?
Is he just like cussing and taking a quick river shower?
Basically, yeah.
I think I stay hidden unless there's something that makes me think I need to stop him or gives me something to say to him. I think I'm just enjoying a moment of Schadenfreude.
Okay. Can you make an intuition check and add any skills relevant to awareness or...
Is there any chance nature is relevant here?
No, not in this particular
Okay,
case.
then no, I don't have any. It's a -1. Fine.
See, there it kicks in.
Okay, but that is still a 13.
Okay. The tier 2 success, after he cleans himself off or the best he can, kind of throws back, slicks back his hair, kneels on the shore of this river and looks into it, looks down at his reflection, and you hear him start to speak. This is in a language you do not understand, but it sounds like a prayer of some kind. And as you see him pray, you see him hold up his hands and ball into fists as he punches the ground. Pauses there for a moment, kind of on his hands and now his fists, staring into the river. You see him breathing heavily. You can see he's clearly agitated. Takes a deep breath, kneels back, pushes back his hair once more, fixes his beard as best he can, gets up.
Now, question for the GM. Am I able to recognize the language of the polders? Sorry, I don't remember the name off the top of my head. These are really long language names.
This sounded very different. It sounded, in fact, a lot like a language you recall hearing in the Delian tomb spoken by the goblins.
Got it. She will fade out of the tree line at the edge of this creek here. Now that didn't sound like the language that I've heard Scorch do, the blessing that you gave to Scorch earlier and that you've talked to him in and that sort of thing.
He is completely startled by this sudden voice coming out from behind him. He stumbles into the river. He looks around very surprised. You can see him raise his hands defensively as if he's going to do something, but... Ardaiwan,
I just wanted to make sure you weren't going to drown. Also that you weren't going to run away completely and not come back, and also that you weren't going to do anything devious.
No, of course not. I would hope you would have a little bit more faith in me. But thank you so much for your concern. It deeply touches me.
It shouldn't, but that's fine. Now, I am of the belief that people, the humans and like the people in this region are far too monotheistic about their faiths. I think it's ridiculous when you know that multiple gods exist and multiple clerics are out there. Why do you just listen to one alone? However, it is unusual for a conduit to be praying in a language that is not the language of their god or their saint. Unless it's to say it in common so that everybody around them can understand what they're saying. That was neither the language of the Polder nor Kalian, so I'm just curious.
You were watching me pray.
I was making sure you weren't drowning or running away or anything. I listed all the reasons earlier. Also,
Yeah,
a little
very-
bit of Schadenfreude. That was pretty funny.
Prayer is a very personal thing. What if I decided to bathe? Would you have continued to spy on me then? I wonder.
Unfortunately, yes.
Oh. Well, I could use a quick bath. It's quite refreshing if you'd care to join me.
No, I don't. I'm not covered in honey.
Well, that was you. I think, if I didn't know any better, you might have a thing for me.
You should know better.
I mean, I can't blame you. I mean, I think the attraction is mutual. Don't you agree? I feel like a child almost like, you know how children often flirt with one another by pulling each other's hairs and doing silly things. I feel that we have something here, or am I mistaken?
You are mistaken.
Okay. Okay. If you say so.
Bo? I understand that you're used to getting what you want, but so am I. And you will know better. Or you will not... I will not threaten his life without my companions here. Get cleaned up. I will stay so that I can guarantee that you are not going to drown, run away, or do anything nefarious, and also to laugh at your pain. And then we are going back to the campsite, and I swear on everything that exists, if you touch me, you will not survive to regret it.
He is just grinning ear to ear when you say all of this. You and I, we're not so different.
We very much are. Get cleaned up.
So I think I'm as clean as I can be, but
Okay, then let's go. Start walking.
he'll walk, and he'll walk slightly ahead of you, but he'll look over his shoulder back to you and continue talking. The reason you and I have very similar feelings. We don't like to be taken advantage of. We don't like to have other people tell us what to do or tell us how we should feel or act or behave or be. We are our own people, and I greatly admire that about you.
Okay.
There's strength in that. There is power in that. Just not so different.
Okay. I don't know why that means anything to you, but go off.
What is it? He stops dead in his tracks and he turns to look at you. What is it that you find so distasteful about me?
I can tell that you are only thinking of yourself. You're sitting here and going, Ardiawin, they are just like me. They are just like me. Clearly, they must agree with me on all these things. It's me, 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 me. And you're not interested in hearing what other people have to say. Unless it benefits you. Because it's all about you. When I ask you things, I don't want to hear what I want to hear. I want to hear about you. you want me to say what you want to hear. Do you understand?
I want you to express yourself as clearly and forcefully as you just have.
Okay. And when it's disagreement?
That is fine. There's nothing wrong with that. You're expressing yourself and very clearly and forcefully. I only respect that clear communication and intent.
Okay.
Your friends, they seem troubled. They seem confused. They seem unsure about what their next move should be. I want to know what you think.
I think that we don't have all the information yet. We are going to have the book translated. Considering your previous double agentry, you will have to forgive our doubt of your forthrightness in that matter. So, with that considered, we need the information before we can make a decision. So, we're going to go get the book translated, and then possibly, if we decide to meet the queen, it's going to be diplomatic. I'm not exactly the best at diplomacy. That tends to belong to my high elf cousins, but we're going to do it.
I feel I can be candid with you.
I would prefer you be.
I feel your friends are not ready. I feel an audience with the Queen of Goblins is perhaps beyond their ability. It's
You
not
haven't yet
because
seen them in that sort of scenario.
I have seen them, and they have bested my former colleagues quite handedly, I'd say. But this is something different. This is something much bigger.
So you doubt that they can be good at multiple things?
No, I doubt that they were willing to step up when power demands it of them.
I guess we're going to find out. Either way, it will be interesting, right?
Oh, it certainly will be entertaining. I just want you to know that of all your little group, I see the greatest potential in you.
All right. That's fine. You can see what you want to see. We need to get on the road if we're to reach there by sundown.
Of course. Right as always. And as he looks around and you realize he's completely lost. After you.
I'll lead him back.
All right. So the rest of you see Ardaiwan escorting Bodorf back, and he's just grinning ear to ear. He looks over at you, Scorveth, and just gives you a wink.
So we do have more horses than people. I'll take up the rear. Corval, would you mind taking the front with Bo?
Oh, I'm sorry. Was it me? Sure.
I think you're the least likely to stab him.
Only because I do not carry a knife.
You understand?
Andrew, would I happen to know any of these horses? Are these like ones that Mara had all the time, or were they like acquired?
You
recently?
would. Yeah.
Okay. I'm assuming whichever one I had was left behind.
Or it's actually Ilwith would have ridden the horse that you left behind.
Oh, they just gave it to her. Okay.
Yeah. So it's there. Your old horse is there.
Oh. Hey girl, you remember me?
Skid nuzzles into your neck a little bit.
That scared the shit out of me. Oh my god.
Scared me too.
My
Good
in
time.
real life, my dog sneezed into my eye the other day, and I feel like it's like
Oh.
that.
Somebody give me a trumpet. I know how to make a whinny with a trumpet.
That's okay. We're good. Yeah, I'm gonna get on my horse.
My apologies.
That's fine. That was really funny.
All right, so you saddle up. Corval, you are in the lead with Gus. And you can see Gus, a change has come over him this morning. When he realizes he's going home, he seems excited and a little nervous. You can see him fidgeting with his bag of loot, just kind of mindlessly, just kind of picking things up. And you notice that some of the hair ties you've given him from the previous day are now kind of randomly stuck in his hair. But he seems quite distracted.
Are you all right there, Gus?
He looks up at you. Oh, yeah, Gus, good. Gus going home.
I understand it can be scary, but know that you are... I think you have grown and become much stronger than the Gus your family may remember you by.
You think they'll take me back?
If you want them to. And if they don't take you back, they don't deserve you.
I would like them to take me back. I would like a home.
Then show them that you are a good mushroom. Because they deserve... Because... If they don't want... I'm trying to... See, you already said I had good words, but that's such a like... Corval's better at words than Christian is. But I'm going back to good mushroom version. They only deserve the best mushroom you want to be.
I've tried to be a good mushroom.
Perhaps you can help us. Fact of the matter is, you know your people better than any of us do. So, anything that you can do to help us talk to them, help us understand them, will be greatly appreciated.
Okay. They don't trust people. They don't like. So, and he looks over at Aiden. Maybe he needs a little less angry.
If you think your people will appreciate less angry, then we can control that. We just want to talk.
Talk is good.
Talk is very good.
And he just holds up his arms to get you to put him on the horse.
Yep. I will lift him up.
Then he holds out his hand for his bag of loot.
I'm not sure who has it, but I'm assuming we'll have no problem giving it back to him. So, yeah, he can have it.
He has like 2 bags of loot at this point with all the stuff we gave him the night before. So.
Yeah, he's feeling pretty flush. So, yeah, with his 2 bags of loot and Gus kind of sit in front of you on the saddle, You mount up and you head out into the wilderness, making your way through thick underbrush. It's a little slow going. The fact that you're on horseback is probably not helping you as you try and push your way through thick underbrush and dense forest. But you eventually break through into a clearing. Let me show you this. What it looks like. Rising up through the trees in this large clearing, you see mottled white wooden stakes arcing in front of an ancient castle. There are lines of rubble outlining where the courtyard used to sit, and two large heaps of stone, masonry, and broken arrows rest at the end of these lines where the two castle towers used to stand. The remaining towers flanking the keep have lost many of their bricks and sag inward toward the courtyard, wooden beams only barely holding them up. The courtyard is overgrown and uneven, with natural knolls disrupting the remnants of an old walkway. Near the right tower, the earth sinks into a deep, muddy pit. The fortress reaches high into the air, with crumbling windows marking each floor inside, as ivy creeps and crawls up its base, despite visible efforts to stop it. As you approach, you see goblin figures scampering across this wall, and you hear the clear clarion call of a bugle being played.
Bugle boys, let's go!
It's a very simple instrument. Is that what you said? I gotta remember now.
It was a very complicated instrument.
Complicated. That's what it is. A very complicated instrument.
All right, folks. We will be back here next week for the finale of this short adventure. See how this unwinds as the face the queen of the goblins. Before we go, I just want to give a quick shout out to my wonderful cast here and give you guys an opportunity to tell the good folks where they can find you on socials and what you might be up to. I'm going to start with you tonight, Christian.
Yes, hi. Hi, everybody. I'm Christian. Louis Kaboom on a bunch of the socials, Instagram, Blue Sky, what have you. Let's see. Not much up to much at the moment. In a couple weeks, you can check out Paracosm Entertainment on YouTube if you want to see Villains by the Hour, which is going to be an AP using TTRPG, where we're all playing villains in a magical girl superhero world, but we're doing like an office comedy kind of thing. So come check it out. Already recorded a couple sessions. It's a lot of fun. If you ever want to see me perform in person, also probably in close to a month's time, if you're in the Southwest Florida area, come check out the Laboratory Theater of Florida, where you could see me you see me just stab Julius Caesar a bunch of times. It's really cool.
All right, cool. Thank you. Greg.
Yeah, I am Greg V, and I am on a small corner of the internet called Start Playing Games, or Start Playing dot games. Anyway, I am Greg V. If you're interested in having me run a game for you, then please check out what I got. So, and I'm also on Blue Sky as well. So, at Gerg Hoovendude.
Awesome, cool. Thank you very much, Ryan.
Oh man.
You say that every time.
And I mean it just as often. You can find me on Instagram at this is totes. There's a period between each of the words. If you're in the Massachusetts area or want to drive really far to see me at University of Massachusetts Lowell, it's a fucking public building. You can find it. I'll be in a play called One Flea Spare, March 26th through the 29th. It'll be very kick-ass, dark, and awesome. Yeah, I mean, I think those are the main things.
Cool. Up to you, Rosie.
Hi, I'm Rosalie. You can call me Rosie or any other short nickname. Social media at Rosetyrs, ROSETYRS, like Rosie and the little goat folk, and you smoosh them together and you get Rosetyrs. I'm kind of all over the place, but as we all know, brief little overview. You can find me on Magnificence, a podcast from the Tabletop Tale Spinners Network. In the past week, I have officially become the Don't Kill My Characters content pixie, I think is what we have settled on my official Royal Court title. I am the one who makes all the clips, and I am the one who does most of the social media posting for that Twitch channel. So check out Don't Kill My Character. I am also on Game Master Monday quite often. Definitely check them out. They are doing their Castaway season right now, the Tundra, and raising funds for Feeding America. They have raised, I think, over $1,000 now. I think. Woo. Don't quote me on that, but they are doing incredible work over there. If you like Survivor, but you kind of wish that people could stab each other, and also some of the contestants might already be serial killers before they started the show, and also one might be an AI. Castaway the Tundra is bonkers, y'all. Go check it out. It's incredible. For me, if you want to see me do actual play stuff, one moment, let me get my planner out. Sanguine Scourge is going to be starting back up. That's a Vampire the Masquerade Chronicle on Don't Kill My Character. I am on the Camarilla end. We are doing some interesting storytelling stuff. We might be pre-recording something this week that you aren't going to see until the season is already underway. So that's going to be fun. I don't think I've seen another channel mix pre-recorded with live like we're going to be doing. So I'm very excited to do that. Anarch's table plays every other Tuesday. Camarilla table, where I am, plays every other Thursday. The first episode will be Tuesday, February 3rd. Also, first week of February on Streaming Rainbow. Hi, Julia. Hi. Julia and I are Streaming Rainbow people. I will be playing a one-shot GM by our wonderful friend Mags in the system from Afterthought Society. Is that the name of it? I don't know. I just know Riley. Hi, Riley, if you're watching this. The system is EVIL, which stands for Every Villain is a Loser. We will be playing henchmen. We work for a villain. We're not good at our jobs. Really, really excited about that one. We've got a cast of 4 Chaos Gremlins. Mags is coming into GM their first AP one-shot. I am so hype about it. So yeah, check that out. Julia, now you can talk about Streaming Rainbow more.
Hi. I don't have a lot of SR stuff coming up right now, but hi everyone. I'm Julia Labouche. You can find me on Instagram at QueenJulia_11 or Blue Sky at QueenJulia11. Part 4 of Call of Cthulhu Regency Night at the Opera comes out Friday night on Tanya Lachey's channel. I can now also announce that on Valentine's Day, if you're a cool person and don't already have plans, I will be playing a Monster Hearts one-shot on Meister Hypster's channel. That's going to be really fun. Monster Hearts is one of my favorite systems. I'm so excited to finally be playing it on an AP. So come join us for that. Instead of going on an icky date or something weird. Yeah, Streaming Rainbow, I can be found there a lot. In terms of in-person acting, I have a callback for something on Saturday, so like, we'll see. I'd love to announce stuff about that soon. Yeah, that's me.
Awesome. Thank you so much, guys. Very talented cast tonight. And just one last reminder, we will be back for our finale next week, so tune in to see how this all unravels.
Probably fine.
Probably fine as you walk into the Goblin Nest. Thank you so much for joining us tonight, and we will see you all next week.
Bye.
Bye-bye.